My name is Claire and this week I'm doing a Q&A video. I put a call out on my Facebook last week for questions and then never got around to a Q&A because I was doing a sketch. I don't know why I did that. But this week I'm tired, Alex is sick, I was drinking all weekend and I can't. So you're getting a Q&A. Michael Madigan Cox says, you obviously don't care for Trump. What are your thoughts on Clinton? Experienced, educated, professional, president material. I think that she's the most experienced candidate. I think that any mistakes that she's made while in office have been accounted for and people are just giving her an overly hard time because she's got a vagina. That's how I feel. Why are people in Ireland concerned about the United States president election? Okay, a couple of people have asked me this. Why wouldn't you care about something happening in the world? Like, are you that selfish that you're just like, oh no, only like, fuck it, I'm only gonna give a shit about things that happen in Ireland? Second of all, the United States is one of like the biggest economic and military superpowers in the world, to my understanding. So yeah, I'm pretty fucking concerned who gets like access to those nuclear codes, even as a neutral country. Like, you're only neutral insofar as somebody doesn't decide to wipe you off the face of the planet. Also, I care because Trump thinks that climate change is not real, and I think that climate change is very fucking real. Well, it's science, it is real, and I would like to see the next president of the United States like not think that that's not important. On the lighter side of it, it's really fucking entertaining. Like, you've got to give us that. Like, we have enough to be worried about here without worrying about America, so it's not like we're that worried, it's more that like it's really entertaining and it's like really good water cooler banter. Like, did you see what Trump did now? It's unbelievable. He grabbed him right by the pussy. So with the Ronald Wimbush Jr. with the coming elections, how screwed do you think the US will be? I think it'll be fine. I think Hillary will be elected president and the world will keep turning. She's been Secretary of State for 8 years and is still standing, so there you go. Should I move to England? Ooh, no. Controversial answer, never. Have you ever been to the gates that lead to 10 Downing Street in London? No. What time is socially acceptable that first Guinness of the day? I would argue it's 5 o'clock, because that's when people finish work. I mean, if you wanted to give like the Guinness answer here, it could be like 1747. You're gonna have to Google that if you don't get it. Finally, do they give Guinness as treats for Halloween? I feel like that's a joke. Like that's a comment designed to get a smart answer out of me. They give pints of Guinness at the door to children that are trick-or-treating. They put hair in their chest. Candy Andrews, great name. What is your favorite Irish dish and favorite non-Irish? My favorite Irish dish, that is so hard to say. My favorite Irish dish is chicken casserole, because my mother taught me how to make it and I have sentimentality about it. And my favorite non-Irish dish, ooh, pad thai. Random, but true. P.S. I also got an Irish coffee at this Irish tavern and was surprised it had alcohol in it. That's what an Irish coffee is. Daniel Brunner, why is Gaelic not a common language in Ireland anymore? Is it because of history or something else? I think that Daniel might be trolling me, but it's because the English came over and colonized us and we 800 years of oppression, and then they made Irish illegal with the penal laws, but to teach Irish in bush schools, literal bush schools, because it was illegal. I feel like you're trolling me with that question though. There's no way you would know that. Michael Hogan, were you aware that for redheads to continue we need more children from parents who are both redheads? Myself and Alex are working on it, don't worry about it. Whoa, but before that comment gets taken out of context, we're not working on it anytime soon. We'll get there in the end. Mike McCauley, tell us, truly you didn't really visit the States for a YouTube event, but to gain insight into the next Call of Duty game, so when it launches you can crush Alex when you play next, right? Did you know there's a conspiracy theory on YouTube that I didn't actually play that game? Basically they think I recorded not me playing and edited in my reactions to it, to which I say that would be 10 times more work. So I mean, like, I'm not gonna do something that's gonna make more work for myself. Rob Stevens, I have 2 questions. You're pushing it now, Rob. I have more mountain climbing stuff to come out in the bucket list and more planned, and I've got a couple of one cycling Game of Thrones tour to come out. It just happens to be what I'm really into at the moment, so the Irish bucket list always kind of reflects what I'm into at the moment. Are you more of a dog or cat person? Cats are very cute, but like dogs are the best, and it's scientific fact and science. This dude whose name I am so sorry, I have no idea how to pronounce that. With many Americans saying they move abroad after the election regardless of winner. Don't move if Hillary wins, like she'll be fine. My question is simple, do you guys even want us? Okay, you're talking about Americans, which we do want. Like everyone wants the Americans. If you were a Syrian refugee though, apparently we'd have problems, which I just think is a disgrace and we should be taking them in. And anyone who is against that has no heart. Alan Rivera, are your followers mostly from the US or outside the UE? Are you in Dubai? And if so, do you think it is the appeal of your heritage or content that attracts people to you? And I'm not fucking kidding myself, it's the Irish accent. Every video I do that's like growing up in Ireland gets like 50,000 more views. Like I'm not kidding myself, it's not my personality. Timothy Bates, my sister and her fiance are getting married in County Tipperary this time next year. County with a capital C. Are there any good places to go in the area? Man, I haven't a clue. Oh wait, is Cashel in Tip? Do the Rock of Cashel. I don't think it's in Tip. Hang on. Oh my god, my dad's gonna be so mad at my level of geography. It is in Tip. Do the Rock of Cashel. Done. Robert Meehan, have people in European nations been as dumbed down as here in the States so that the powers that be can manage them easier? Is that like a chemtrail thing? Like, is that how they're dumbing you down, by fluoride in the water and chemtrails in the air? Yeah. Yeah. That is one of my favourite conspiracy theories. Binny, forgot whether you ever mentioned this, but what made you start your bucket list and how would you describe Ireland in one word? I started my bucket list because I'd spent a fortune on touristy stuff in America and I thought, never done anything in Ireland. Describe Ireland in one word, I'd have to say picturesque. I'm good with words. I like words. Words are my favourite. Are you familiar with this Irish artist who's making a splash in Boston? Nope. I had no idea of the existence of High Brazil, the mythic island off the west coast of Ireland that rises and disappears into the sea. Like, maybe that's real, but I've never heard of it. What is your favourite memory story about school? Blah. What is your favourite memory story about yourself before I started primary school? That one's a thinker. Oh, I have it. Yeah, and I actually I think I've mentioned this on my channel before, but I'm just going to say it again. There was a whole period where I really wanted to be a dog. Like I did, oh my hand's broken. I did this with my hands and they were my paws and I went around on all fours and I went to sleep on the floor under the radiator. So I've always been a dog person. Is it true there is no Irish equivalent for the word fuck? You can technically say muggu ditch, but like Irish purists would disagree that that is an effective way to tell someone to fuck themselves. They would actually say that what you should say is Cheshius earth hen, which basically means go down on yourself. which I just think is so much more creative anyway. Always Pokemon. Ooh, always a screwball. Dunleary because house is very far away. DNS, you know what I'm saying? Kerry. Watch my video on Thursday. Kerry. Boyfriend or dog? Like, do you mean my dog? Because, like, Ashley Egan. How do you say the name Porrick? It's my son's middle name I need to know. Consider that answered. I'm going to die of allergies to Trump. Sneezing, hives, Irish, American, red hair, freckles, what to do? You need to get antihistamines. Trust me, I know. What is the one thing anyone travelling to Ireland should know? Say thank you to your fucking bus driver when you get off the bus. That is like #1 rule. What are the best and worst things about being known as YouTube in Ireland? The best thing is that you meet people in the pub and sometimes they'll do Jaeger bomb with you. Can I put that on the internet? The worst thing is that sometimes you meet people in life that don't know you're on the internet and then they think you're a bit of a spa. Have you been to the US? If so, where? What did you think? Okay, so yes is the answer. I have been to, by the way, adore America. It's my favorite place to go on holiday in the whole world. I absolutely love it. I've been loads of times, and I know that people are like, why do you hate America so much? I absolutely don't. I love America, and that's why I'm so invested in what happens there, cause I love it. Also a lot of family there. Mostly the love it thing. I lived in San Diego for 3 months. During that period in San Diego, I went up to Arizona for a visit. Then next I went to Florida to visit a friend living there. Then next I went to New York to visit family on the way to LA for VidCon. Where did I go next? I think the next time I went again was LA again for VidCon again. But it was I stayed in a different part of LA or whatever. And then I went to San Francisco only this last September for the YouTube Community Contributors Summit. Is that what it was called? Let's hope so. Is that everywhere I've been in America? Yes. But I really want to go back. I love it, loving it like that. I wouldn't live there again just because I feel like when you live somewhere, it's your home and it's like, I mean, it's alright, like, but when you go somewhere on holiday, you get to only have the good bits, and yeah, I loved it. Loved it. Okay. Also been to Canada. I know it's not in America, it's not the point. What is your favorite book? Is there a red line favorite book, i.e. a book you hate so much that you couldn't be friends with the person who says their favorite? My favorite book trilogy is the His Dark Materials trilogy by Philip Pullman. My book that I hate so much I couldn't be friends with someone who said it was their favorite is probably 50 Shades of Grey. Like, you said that book was your favorite, you fuck off. Joey Rick, I saw a dead lamb on my wedding. On the way to my wedding, do you think that's why I'm now divorced? Well, there's always one comedian. Well, at least there's one, to be honest. Have you always had the ability to connect in such a common sense way when making people laugh? No, it's definitely something that's come with practice. I have fallen out with people in the past because they don't get my humor and they think I'm kind of a dick, which is fair. It's one of the reasons why I feel that relationships didn't work out when I was younger, because I was like unapologetic about my type of humor, and it's not for everyone. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes you need to tone it down. Madonna, how has Ireland changed for the better in the past 10 years, for the worse? I think definitely for the better. Like, without a doubt. One thing off the top of my head is that gay marriage is now legal. Like, there was a time in Ireland where it was illegal to be gay and to get divorced. So, like, it's just, I think it's just, yeah, definitely better, and especially since we came out of that motherfucking recession. What is being said in Ireland about the upcoming election here? And then Trisha said nothing. That's a lie. Everyone is talking about it. It is all people are talking about. There are people staying up all night to watch the debates and shit just so that they know what went on. And I'm doing it this Wednesday at the next debate, staying up all night so that I can get the jokes the next day. I also want to be part of history. I want to be like, yes, I did watch one of the debates in the most historic election of all time, because either a woman would be elected for the first time in history or a complete caveman would be elected for the first time in history and either start a world war, start a civil war, or be assassinated. I'm just saying, I don't have a favourite Van Damme movie because I don't really know any Van Damme movies off the top of my head. Who's your favourite Spice Girl? Always Ginger Spice. How many small monkeys do you reckon can fit in your car? Depends how small. If it's the size of the 2 monkeys that bit me in Thailand, I'd say like 10. Do you like my abs? Haha, no, seriously. Do you think within your lifetime we'll get the 6 northern counties back? I think if we've ever had a chance to get the 6 northern counties back, a hard Brexit is definitely it. If they hard Brexit out of Europe, that is definitely an excuse to have a referendum to join back up with Ireland. And they might actually want to do it because they'll be able to stay in the EU. Now the road system will go to shit, but other than that. Josh Shepherd, what do you do with the drunken sailor early in the morning? Another one. Lorna Tooley, on a scale of 1 to 10, how annoying is it when people spell your name Claire? 1000. When people spell my name with an I in it, it makes me want to end them. I hate it so much. Do you know some Spanish words? I'd love to hear you say something in Spanish. I know how to say agua san gas, por favor. Alex taught me that one. I think it means still water, please. Where did you get your cartilage earrings from? A lot of people ask me this. It's a star So like people are like, oh, do you have a tattoo in your ear? I'm like, no, it's literally just like a stud with, except instead of a stud it's got stars. And I got them all from like a tattoo shop in Dublin. Wildcat? Yes. I want to say yes. Favorite movie? Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, even though I kind of hate it as well. Musician? Depends on my emotional state. It used to be Paramore, but actually their music is too angry for me at the moment. Do I like the Harry Potter series? Please. I mean, yes, but like, God.
I think it was the greatest film I've ever seen my whole life. I think it was fantastic. It was so good.
What's your opinion on Irish guidance counsellors, career teachers? I think everyone in the world is just doing their best. Just like trying to do their job, trying to live their life. My particular career teacher told me I wouldn't get the points to do what I needed. And that was what gave me the kick up the arse to get the points to do what I wanted. So it all worked out in the end, really, didn't it? So she was pretty good for me in the end. What's your funniest memory from the Leaving Cert? I'm going to link to a full video about Leaving Cert memories because it would take over the whole video if I did that again. Is morality strictly subjective? I think morality is both objective and subjective. So I think that there is a universally accepted level of morality, and then you can have your own personal morals on top of that. Is that what you were asking? Do your Irish friends like American music? None of those ones you said. No, I don't like any of those. Shane McGowan, hero or musical despot? Kind of irrelevant. Is that too harsh? Sorry, I'm quite drunk. Nice. That happened to me the other night. I drunk Facebook and I don't want to talk about it. Still, I don't want to talk about it. Out of your 292 videos, which is your favourite? I have much more than 290. Give me a split second. Oh, I don't. I've got 284 public videos, but I've actually got 455 videos total. I've privated over like 150 videos. What? What is the best advice for anyone wanting to move to Ireland? Do it. I fell out of my seat when Philip DeFranco answered your question. I know. I was so excited. I started my YouTube channel to like Philip DeFranco's videos back in 2006, and that's why I got stuck with that username, but like obviously I'm delighted now, blah blah blah. But it was amazing. I fell out of watching Philip for a few years, and then I got back into him this year and broke up into him hardcore. And me and Alex watch him every night in bed before we go to bed, and I don't read traditional news media sources anymore because I get it all from Philip DeFranco, and he's not, you know, pushing some agenda down my throat. So oh my god, I died. I actually died. Luke Corcoran, did you ever leave the immersion on? I did, and I got in trouble for it. If you leave the immersion on, it starts to bang, and then the rumour goes that it explodes. So yeah, I got killed for that. What can you say about the old religion, Irish Celtism? Fuck all, because I have no idea what you're talking about. Favourite swear word in Irish? I don't have a favourite swear word, but I do have a favourite expression. Tá tú cóhénálach le cúl mar gálach. I'll link to this how to swear in Irish video here, but basically what that particular swear means is you are as ignorant as the back of my bollocks. Which I think is like poetic. Would you follow me into the mists of Babylon if I knew what the fuck you were talking about? Still no. How would a group of random Dubliners feel about refugees from America? I've answered a similar question. Great. Avril Leary, the lyrics of the Mayo parody. Not a question, Avril. Are you a Doctor Who fan? No. How are you keeping? Pretty good, thank you very much for asking. Have you ever been to the States? Answered that already? Yes, loved it. Are you coming to Kilkenomics this year? God no, it was so boring the time I was there. What is the hardest part of being a creator? Scheduling. Will you be making any appearances into Chicago soon? I assume you mean in Chicago, and no, there's no plans, but I would. What got you into doing what you do? Boredom, couldn't get a job. Started making videos. So if you're interested, when is Alex going to pop the question? By the way, does anybody know that I'm doing an Irish bucket list series, and there's videos on Thursdays, and there's a video coming out this Thursday. Where was I? Oh yeah, what is your favourite tea? Why did I pause for so long? It's Lions. Will I make it out alive? Out of life, Davey? No, unfortunately. I hate to be the one to break it to you. How many pints does it take to de-stress? 1 bottle, in my opinion. Where did you get your ideas for the Irish bucket list series? Google. I just like Google shit to do in insert county here. You fall into a Google rabbit hole and you just keep clicking, and then you end up finding stuff, and people recommend stuff to you in person, and they tweet stuff at you, and there you go. What are your thoughts on the US clown problem? I think that it is stupid, and it's come to Ireland, and some dickheads went into a school the other day dressed as clowns to promote their Halloween store, and went into a fucking children's school with chainsaws dressed as clowns, and oh my god, I hope somebody punches them in the face. Tell Grogan when you're going to bring your act to America. I don't know what this is supposed to mean, but I've been to America and I'm going again at some point, and I'm very, very excited about it. Beer, Corona, or Heineken, one or the other. Wine, red, tea, Lions, soda, Club Orange at the moment. Dahi, oh, wait on. Repeal the 8th. Give me my ovaries back. What's your honest opinion on spice bags? I think spice bags are gorgeous. I think that a lot of spice bags are overrated, and I think that a spice bag is actually just a chicken dry hot and spicy from Ballina, County Mayo, robbed, put chips on top of it, and Dublin claimed it as theirs. That's my honest opinion on it. Rob, can I have £20? No, because I don't deal in sterling. Claire Cunningham, are you bisexual? I know a girl called Claire Cunningham, but that's not that Claire Cunningham. I identify as an Alexsexual. As in, the only person I'm interested in is Alex. What is the scale? Sexuality scale. Kinsey, I know that. Oh yeah. Ooh, there's actually a test here. Let's figure it out. What is your age? 20. What do you identify as? A woman. I have never felt thoughts. The test failed to match you to a Kinsey type profile. Either you answered some questions wrong, or you were a very unusual person. You rude fuckers. Okay, I'm going to cut it there because Alex said dinner is ready. The last question I'm going to answer is, do gingers have souls? I don't know. Do they? Subscribe to my channel, I make new videos every Monday, and Irish book list videos on Thursday, and watch this Thursday's Irish book list video. No reason. Okay, bye. I'm back after dinner to quickly say that I got a load of stuff in my P.O. box in the last few months, so I'm doing an opening which will be up soon on my second channel, and some vlogs from when I was in San Francisco will be up there, and I can't remember what else. I ran upstairs, I'm out of breath. Okay, I better edit this because it's like stupid o'clock at night. Okay, bye.